Hey everybody, Omega here, and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing here on the channel where I'm going back and touring old single-player maps. So what we're going to be doing right here, we're starting on the title screen so we can go and select a world for this episode, and that's going to be Redstone Crafter 1.6. So this is the very first creative test world I ever made on the on the computer. Technically this is a copy of it. This is the very first version of that world. But this one was one I generated. This is the one I generated in 1.6 snapshots to test out. So that's why I'm going to be using this one. This one was never used in 1.6 yet, so I'm just going to leave that one go. And then this one right here, I'm just going to explain some of these maps here real quick. This one right here is going to be what we're going to be using for the single player LP when I started. That's just an old survival world I made back when 1.6 first came out. So that's what I'm going to be using that for. This is the very first world I ever created in Minecraft, so it's gone from 1.3 into 1.6. So I've had that map for a very long time. So 1.3 is when I started playing Minecraft here on the computer. So I will be showing that map to you very soon. So I hope you look forward to that. So yeah, I was on it today earlier, just looking around. And before you get in, if you're gonna ask in the comments below, before you do, yes, that is the real legit Hermitcraft map, the old one before they reset it to Minecraft or Hermitcraft 2.0. So yes, that is legit. So enough of that. Let's get into Redstone Crafter and start the tour. So here we are in the world. This is the very first flat world I ever made in on Minecraft. Very first taste of creative to be that I ever got in Minecraft, because I started playing on the computer, on the Xbox, and I was not used. There's no creative at the time when I started playing on that. I believe in Xbox terms, I think I started playing on there in Title Update 4. So I have one world on the Xbox that I've been playing since that point, and I've been playing on it ever since, which is pretty insane. All survival since there was no creative at the point. But this right here, the building we're in, is a mansion I made. This is the very first thing I ever made in this world, which is the basic mansion. I saw a video of it on YouTube. I was looking on how to make Minecraft mansions, and this is what I found. I think this was originally meant for the Xbox or something, because I've seen pictures online or on Google Images having this exact mansion, but having it say for Xbox 360 or something like that, which doesn't really necessarily have to be for 360, but it works either way. So we just got this nice balcony out here. And that right over there, I was attempting to build what was his name? CMB Minecraft's counter, which that failed dramatically. I can never get the piston tape to work. I'm not even sure if his design works anymore, which I don't think it does. So we'll take a look at that here real quick. It looks similar to the piston tape and everything you do now. This stuff back here was supposed to be a fix for the for his design, but it never really worked. I don't even know if this stuff is necessary. If any of you guys are good with redstone, you probably know if this is necessary or not. All the stuff I have here. And I'm gonna fail. Wrong button. Okay, let's get back into the world here and change the right options, which is music. Let's get rid of that. I'm not really used to playing with music all that much. That's the failed attempt. This right here is a hidden staircase, so we can come down right here. And this thing amazes me, to be honest. This entire redstone thing here has lasted since 1.3. Because this is like, that was built back in 1.3 if I remember correctly, and it survived through 1.5. And I must say that is a true accomplishment if you build something and it worked through 1.5, because a lot of stuff broke through that update. So really glad that still works. It's a really nice design. I think it was Kid Mischief's. I can't remember for sure. This right here, though, I do remember. It is definitely Kid Mischief's. This is his water and lava fountain. So you can switch it out, and it will go between both things. So it's just water there, and now the lava will begin to flow out and become a lava fountain, which is pretty sweet. That's also something that survived through 1.5, which is amazing as well. So he's made some pretty good stuff that survived through the updates as well. All these doors, minus this one, have pretty much survived. Well, besides this one and two down there have survived. And one other thing, pretty much only out of all this stuff right here, only 4 things have broken 1.5. Actually, this door might actually still work. I broke this one by messing up a piece of redstone. So yeah. And this right here is just a basic, just a door. This is the first kind of redstone door, or 2x2 redstone door I ever learned how to make. So there's that. But this one was a spiral door, so these blocks would open in a spiraling sequence, and you could walk through and they'd shut right behind you, which is really cool. I want to try and fix that and rebuild it there. There's probably a more compact way of building it, because most of the redstone is in this 2x2 area right here, or in this 2-block area right here. Yes, I have a command block set up to do the constant daytime thing. So yeah, I really should turn on. I should really use the game rule that turns off the day-night cycles. But I don't know. So this right here is just a 2x4 door. I just messed around with these kind of designs of doors for some reason. I don't know why I like making these. They're just fun for me. So let's see if I can get a good view of that there. So the way I set up these blocks, these are separate from this center row. So. Oops. You can see these two go out first, and then the 2 center blocks, and then these go down after those in sequence, which is pretty awesome. This right here is a hidden lava bridge, so it just comes up out of there. Pretty sweet. I can't remember where I actually found that design, to be honest. Here's another 2x4 door. This one was just set up differently. The timings are it's the same door. The timings are just different. Pretty much these 2 pistons go at once, then the top, and then the bottom row. So, well, I just broke the door. There's nothing to see there. So this right here is a flush 2x2 door, which I believe it's also known as a Jeb door. This one's busted. This one did not survive at all. Actually, did it? Wait a second. Okay, that's confusing. It works for the opening sequence, but does not work to shut. Okay, I don't. Yeah, that's busted. I don't know what's up with that door, to be honest. And that's no really complicated thing for a Jeb door, to be honest. Yeah. This right here is the first. This is the first real redstone door. I made this door right here before I did the those 4x2 doors or 2x4 doors, whatever you want to call them. This one I built for a friend, so it was just these 3 blocks, and this one comes down in the center. Because I was building this in a single-player world for him, that he wanted a door that was that size. It's pretty cool. This is an old an old automatic portal, which compared to what you can build now after 1.5, this is pathetic. This ain't right. This thing's just overly complicated and huge. I don't even remember who made this, to be honest. So there's that. And then this right here is a... actually, before I get into that, I should reset the timer so we don't get an abrupt cut on the screen recorder. So, yeah, before that happens, I'm back. I'm going to reset the timer, and we're good to go once again. So this door right here that I was just about to explain... excuse me. So it's basically just a 2x3 or 3x2. Not sure what order you want to put that in. You can just come in here. It works like a basic door would anyway. But then you can take this lever here, and it will lock it so you can't get out and no one can come in, which is really useful if you're on like a server or something and you don't want someone to get into your base. So I like that. And this right here is a hidden crafting bench which broke in 1.5. As you can see, it won't come up. But I learned that there's a block over here that was not getting powered correctly, so the way I had to fix that was I pushed a block up through some repeaters, and now it will work. And then you push this again, and pull the lever, pull down the block, and it will work like that. So I kind of fixed this myself. It's not the most effective way to fix it because you have have to have a lever and a button to work on that. So yeah, not very effective on that. Here's a basic cactus farm, nothing really too special. Hooked up to a hopper when 1.6 came out, so that's pretty cool. This light right here was originally hooked up to some redstone, so I could, can I get through here please? So I could see when there was a piece of cactus, so I could just pick it up before there were hoppers or anything. And here's that, here's the redstone lamp above the daylight sensor. I love this thing so much. I originally saw this from Vintage Beef. I'm not sure if anyone's done a video on it other than him, because he did it on Minecraft over at on his lily pad, which is really cool. Oh, and if you're wondering, I'm using my own texture pack at the moment, Omega Craft, which I just been working on it, messing around with some textures. So this is my redstone lamp texture and daylight sensor. You've probably seen some other textures like the bed that were different before, so just messing around with that. And here's an old-fashioned wheat farm, which is still good for now, or, well, back in the time when I started playing, there was only wheat, but now there's carrots, potatoes, and all that good stuff. So it's simple, just put the pistons and water and everything. So, yeah, basic. And here's CMB Minecraft's minecart station, which I'm amazed this thing still worked through 1.5, which truly amazed me. So if I just put the minecart over here, which I'll show you this real quick, we'll select the track, we'll go to an NPC village. NPC, PNC. Wow, I didn't realize I made that mistake. Oh well. So you just come in here, and the track is selected, and it will take us off to the track. That's pretty cool. So I'm not going to go all the way over there, just to show you that still works. And I forgot you can't break a minecart now. So let's fix this rail here real quick. No. There we go. So there we go. But yeah, it's really awesome that this system still works through all that. It even works on the Xbox actually, which is really useful. So I'm really glad that works. And here are some piston elevators. This one's busted. This one works because this is Mumbo Jumbo's design that he has. This one still works if I'm not mistaken. So let's test some of these out here real quick. So let's see. Let's try and get in the center of the block here. There we go. I'm not sure that's going to work while recording with the lag, but we'll see. So yeah, wow, this one actually works pretty well with recording. Wow, that's actually pretty good. That one's also lasted since 1.3, so awesome to that one. This right here, this one works, but I never finished the design. I never finished actually building it to get it to work. So yeah, let's see. This one never worked for me. I can't remember whose design this was, but I don't think this one works anymore. Yeah, no. I don't think I was close enough to the thing, but I don't even think it works anymore, to be honest. I always had trouble with that one when I first built it, but that's that. But this one still works. That one works since that's one of the newer ones from Mumbo Jumbo. That was actually made in 1.5 or made after 1.5, so useful enough. Here's Kid Mischief's take on CMB Minecraft's brewing station. So really cool. I didn't stock it up with anything yet, so I can't really show you how that works. And actually, here's my iron door texture. As you can see, it's kind of like prison doors in a way. This is the very first redstone thing I ever learned how to make. How to open 2 doors with 1 button. Yeah, I learned that from a group of Minecrafters known as Minecraft's Finest, back with their Redstone for Noob series. So that's pretty much how I learned. That's how I learned redstone, and that's the very first thing I ever learned. So, yeah. So that's how I got started with redstone. And here's a basic cobblestone generator. And if you're wondering, yes, this is cobblestone. It is not stone brick. My texture pack wonked out when I was making it, and for some reason changed the cobblestone texture to this. So I gotta figure out how to change the cobblestone texture back, which really annoys me. Although I must say, it looks really nice on the lever. I really like that. So this door right here is something I designed myself. It's 2 doors in 1. I built something similar to this on Exuma's build server where it's 3 doors in 1, but this is the original take on that design of door. And for just a 2 doors in 1 contraption, this is bigger than the one that I made on Exuma's build server that has 3 doors in 1. So yeah, I've gotten better at redstone, that's for sure. So you can see the black opens and you can see the white go as well. So let's see you get that one more time. So you can see that goes there in sequence, which is awesome. And right here's another cobblestone generator. These are pretty much, let's see if this one still works. No, the clock's busted on that one, so that one's down. I think this one still works. Let's break some of this cobblestone down here and see if it works. There we go. Let's power it up. Yep, still works. Why is that one trying to move? It still works, but I don't know what's up with that one there. Pretty sweet. And right here is a just an enchantment room. All the bookshelves come up and everything, along with the crafting bench. And here's another one. This one I really like. It comes from the roof and the floor. As you can see, I changed the crafting box texture as well, or crafting bench. So let's do that. You can see it all comes down in a sequence. Looks really nice and clean. Really like that. Here's Monkey Farm's melon farm that he built on his second world LP. In his world, he originally set it up to have a timer where this would all go back to normal with the click of a button. But I have this one set up with the lever version, as you can see. So pretty cool on that. Also, I changed this texture to just like red line, kind of like a caution lines, and these are all blue here. So yeah. So I'm gonna shoot the timer once again. We're getting close to that 10-minute mark. We're 7 minutes in on this part right here, but I'm just gonna cut here and just reset that once again. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back once again. Timer is reset, and we're good to go for another 10 minutes. Finally keeping track of the actual timer here. So this one right here is my design, or my concept for his melon farm, which is much bigger. Well, actually, it's that big right there, but it's really only, that's just to cover up whatever redstone came down here, just to make it look nice, so it goes into a wall. I don't know why I did it this way, but it's unlike his activates it all in one go, so it pushes down that and everything goes at once. Mine I have to do the other way, so like I'd have to go to melon, and then water, and then melon again, so the water will flow out. And you get like, how many melons? You get like, where'd those go? Oh, it went into that. You don't get very many melons. So it was not a very effective farm. So that was a fail there. So, oh well. And here's another basic gem door right here. This one still works. Awesome. So this is one of the bigger designs right here. Well, it's still pretty much as small as they used to be, but the size has gotten a lot smaller from this to it's gotten a lot smaller since this one right here. And then here's an old basic piston T flip-flop as well. Another cobblestone generator messing around with. And right here is a door that can be built up to the build height. So it just goes off in sequence, 2 by 2. This is the comparator extender thing, which just leaves the signal extend for a little while, which is really cool. So that's that. I can go all the way up to build height limit, which is amazing. Don't really know why you want a door that go to that high, but whatever. This right here is just a door that can go 15 blocks tall, and it can either be 1 wide or 2 wide. So it's right there. And this right here is overly complicated, to be honest, because I could just have one row of pistons right behind it and just push it out. But the way I have this set up is it's actually a double piston extender that pushes that block out. So yeah, it's not really that effective of a thing. This system right here is actually from King Happy's tree farm. That's where I got that design. That's where I got the double piston extender design from, is King Happy's tree farm. And this thing that I built right around it was just me trying to make it look pretty. That was unintentional. I did not push F3 and A. I do not know why I did that. Whatever. And this right here is that same door, but 2 wide, as you can see there. Looks pretty sweet. So that's that. Nothing too special with those doors, to be honest. So now I'm going to fly on down over to the more stuff on this side over here. And this wall right here, if you saw it when I was flying down this way, this is something I was doing. I built this as a template for Generic B for the walls he's building around his hunted plantation in the swamp. But when I built this and sent him the picture, I realized afterwards that the walls he was making are only 1 wide and these are 2 wide. But that kind of stinks, so we couldn't really use it either way. But I think it looks really nice. I mean, I guess he could have just trimmed off the back side of it. But I really like how this wall turned out. But that's what that was meant for. And right here is, I was messing around with this one EP-5 first came out with the daylight sensors and redstone blocks and everything for the day-night lamps here. This is the design I saw in Captain Sparkle's snapshot review when that came out, and built that on here, so awesome. This right here is Mumbo Jumbo's redstone, redstone piston elevator, whatever you want to call it. The smallest, I have to say, the smallest piston elevator I think you can make in Minecraft. So I'm amazed. I'm honestly amazed this thing actually works. So let's put a block right there, block of redstone here, and push the button, and we are off. Which honestly, I'm amazed this thing actually works. Whoa. That's the first I've ever gotten glitched out of the system and actually got pushed out here. I guess I need a block right across here or something, or right here. Either way, I'm amazed this thing actually works, so mad props to Mumbo Jumbo for figuring that one out. And right here, I was just messing around with my CO initials, which is what I use for a lot of different stuff. So yeah, just with the redstone lamps and glass. This looks pretty cool with the new stained glass as well. I was testing that out. So that's that. And right over here we have some little ranch houses, or whatever you want to call them, that I've built. Nothing really too spectacular here. These are the first attempts of actual houses I've tried to make. So there's nothing really too spectacular in them. As you can see, they're all empty. I did my best I could with them, but to be honest, I was not that great of a builder when I started playing on here. But I think they're nice enough for this being my first attempt at my own house without following a template or anything. And this right here is another house. If you're wondering why all these villagers were here, I was messing around with the villager breeders back when I learned about that, which is what that is right there. And they are seriously obnoxious with their sounds now. But yeah, so now we got this right here, just a garage door, the little alleyway to go out there, or little hallway or something to go out to the garage door. We go upstairs here, and we have an enchantment room right here, so the villagers are in. So I don't really like this. I have a lot of basic villagers. I don't really have many librarians or priests, which I do have some, but not as many as I do the butchers or regular villagers. So there's that. Right here's like a little not sure what you'd want to call it. Something I built like for like a town center or something. Just like a nice center, like a center fountain in a way. It's really nice. I was just messing around with designs for something on that. I think it looks pretty cool. This right here is the netherrack lamp things that generically built on the old Minecraft map for Mine Wars that him and Vita Low were doing. If you remember that. So that was pretty cool. What the heck? There we go. So that's awesome. And here's another Jeb door, the new smaller designs from 1.5. And I think these designs actually worked back in. I'm not sure if these designs worked before 1.5 or not. If so, I've been calling this a 1.5 design for a while when it might not be. So, yeah. Oh well. So here I was messing around. With command blocks. This right here, the system was it would go. You'd push this button, it would run through this command block right here, which would test for a player. Or right now, it's testing for all players with a level minimum of 30 and a level maximum of 50. So what it would do is, if you have 0 levels, you could not use the crafting. You could not use the enchantment table. So if you had 30 levels, you'd push the button, the signal would go through, and it would activate the bookshelves, and they'd all come up so you can actually use it. So if you had 30 or 50 or anywhere in between that, you could use the crafting bench. But if you had, say, 1 level or even 29 levels, you could not activate the bookshelves to use it. So just a little system I was working on there, which is pretty awesome. So got to reset the timer once again, and I guess time flies when you're showing off different stuff here and talking. So yeah, I guess we have still 2 minutes to record left on this, 2 or 3, but for this sequence of recording. But I'm gonna leave it go, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, and we are good to go once again for another 10 minutes. I guess time really does fly when you're working on this kind of stuff. This right here is a T flip-flop I designed by accident. I think this is my own design, to be honest. I never see one like, I've seen one similar to this around, but the other one that was similar to this broke, which I don't think I have that version around here anymore. But it just creates just a quick pulse here, as you can see. Which is pretty simple. It uses the locking repeater system on this, which I really like. So yeah, I was just messing around with that. This right here is, I was messing around with sorting systems I honestly I don't know how to do a sorting system. As you can see, it's probably really messed up. So yeah, I don't know how to set those up at all. So this right here is something I was working on for a friend. It's what I'm calling an XP bank. It was also kind of inspired by the bank system that Exuma made a while back. That you could store like your items in a digital state in Minecraft in a way. So here's the way this works. You'd come in here. You'd stand right on this block, and it would test for a player in a radius minimum of 1 and a radius maximum of 1. So you'd have to be standing. Ooh, no, you have to be standing right here in the command block's range for it to detect you. And then it would look for a player with level minimum of 5 and a maximum of 60. The XP level is what I'm talking about there. So the way that would work is if that command were true, it would find a player in that area with those specific XP levels. It would push a piston up right here, which would you push the button, let the redstone signal go through, which will go through here. This one would take away your levels, and then this would add it to a scoreboard system on that would come up to the side of the screen, so you could store your XP digitally or inside the game system. So this would like I said, this would get rid of the XP out of your bar, and this would put it back. This would put it into the scoreboard system, and this right here would let you. Wait, hold on. How would this work again? This would let you. That would let you deposit it. This would let you take it out. It's been a while since I've worked on this, so again, it would test for players standing in these specific areas, and if any of those commands were true, it would push up one of these piston blocks right here, and the signal would go through. So it would put the XP in your hotbar and then take the XP out of your scoreboard system. So it's not that complicated of a thing, but I really like the way. I never actually got away from this system in a way because I kind of lost interest in the command block thing because it was just too confusing for me to learn. But I might get back into that concept and actually work on it more. And this right here would display your scoreboard on the side of the screen and give you time to see how much you had, and this would reset it and cut off the display on the side of the screen. So I might get back to work on this design. I really don't know. I was just something I was messing around with. And here I was just messing around with the radius commands that would detect how far away a player is from the command block. I never figured out how to use those, to be honest. And this one right here was testing for players a level minimum of 30 equal to 47. So yeah, that's that. Nothing really too special there. This right here is the armor equipper that Exuma did a tutorial on, but Mumbo Jumbo made this design right here. So if you'd stand right in the center of this block, push this button, you'd come on up, and you'd be equipped with some armor. I have some nice chainmail armor here. So I really like that design. Mumbo Jumbo did a great job designing, and Exuma did a great job on the tutorial. So well done to those guys. This right here is a hidden furnace and chest system I made. I did something similar to this on Exuma's build server, which I haven't shown you guys yet because I built that off camera, which I'll show you guys later on when I go back on that server and do a video again. On the server I could never get it to work for some reason, but I've had a few Anaminos, which we tortoise plot before, helped me out with that and got it to work. It was either Anaminos or someone else who helped me out with that. I think it was him. Helped me out with that and got it to work. But this is the original design and original concept of what I built on the server. And this is a little bit more compact than what I actually got it on there. And this actually worked on its first try making it. So I'll open this up here. As you can see, it's these blocks open, the glowstone comes out and down over top of the furnaces, and these come up, and then blocks come out right here to hide the pistons. So yeah, it's a little slow at opening and closing. I mean, it's fairly fast, which is pretty good. You can't see any pistons going, which is awesome. So had a fun time working on that. Can't believe I actually got it to work. And right here is the hidden crafting bench design from Mumbo Jumbo. When I first saw this, it just blew my mind of how simple that was. I don't know why. And here I was messing around with redstone signals for some reason, like trying to make like a piston, like trying to extend the signal of how long the piston's out for. Which I did an okay job at it, but yeah, I don't know, it's not that great to be honest. I'm not good at making signal extenders, whatever you want to call them. Here's that hidden crafting bench inside the wall. Like, I love it. Once again, I built it here. I was testing if it was directional, because that design does not, it doesn't seem to work in my one single player world. I did learn it is directional, so yeah, that sucks. And right here is a design I made for a hidden anvil behind any blocks or behind a wall, so that block goes up and back. So this right here is the design something I took off inspiration or off of. Where'd I put it? That thing. I based that design off of this. So yeah. This right here is based off of that over there as well. This is an entire system that activates it from both sides. So if you come over here and pull this lever, you can see that it opens up and pulls this back, so you can see both chests, and it does it for both sides, which is pretty awesome. I had a fun time working on this as well. So let's shut that there. So you can see it all comes down. Really sweet. This is the concept I was working on for a storage room. So we just have a basic door right here, and then these would all shut, and the lights would go off here on the roof. So this would open here, and I'll go. I never finished this design because I don't know, I don't really like it all that much, but I don't know. Then that design right there is the finished concept of it. This right here is the bottom half of a 3x3 door, which is the center blocks, which I think this makes a really cool 1x2 door, as you can see here. I love that. I love this setup so much for like a door. It's completely seamless. You can't see any pistons when it's shut or open, so really like that. Here I was trying to mess around with like lava and water fountains myself, trying to make a design. Failed miserably, couldn't get it to work. These right here, again, I was messing around with the redstone lamp on daylight sensors. I put it in this room along with the this door right here, as you can see. I mean, that just looks so cool and seamless. I was just messing around with that there, so I could because if this is in a dark area and the light's hitting it, it will flash. Like if you put this in a dark room and then open up to the sunlight, it will flash. Like it does in Beef's lily pad in the core, which is awesome. That's what I was messing around with here, seeing if it actually worked. So if that's all that stuff here, yeah, this is pretty much the last thing I'm going to show you guys, because it's the last thing I've built so far on here, and that's this storage room. So this is a 3x3 door right here. This is Mumbo Jumbo's design of a 3x3 door. And actually, that system right there and that door over there, which is just the centerpiece, or the bottom, the center two blocks of the 3x3 door, that's part of Mumbo's design as well. So you can see the 3x3 door shuts right here, and when that shuts, it activates a redstone signal which shuts all these doors right here and turns off all these lights. And then when you pull the lever once again, let me go down here. Sadly, this is a flat world, so that's right below, that's right on top of the void. So you open this up. No, crap. No. Good lord. That sucked. Yeah. Nice, but you'd come up here, the door would open, lights would turn on, and these doors would all open. So this is like just a large contraption of redstone. It's not overly complicated, but it works. And before I show you any more else in here, so before we get an abrupt cut, gotta reset the timer once again. So seriously, time does fly, so be right back once again. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's reset the timer for the last time for this episode of, actually that's what we're going to call this series. It's going to be Millbyhead. It's going to be touring old single player worlds. Not sure what to call this series. If you have any name suggestions for this series, let me know down in the comments below. That'd be much appreciated. So right here, I'm going to be moving on here. So you saw all the lights and everything turn on when that door opens, and all these doors to the side open up as well. This one right here, I'm just going to break this here real quick so we can get inside. This right here is a completely hidden enchantment area. So this door it's all hooked up to this one door and lever. So, whoops. So you can see when you pull that, the door opens, this crafting bench comes out of the wall, that anvil opens up from the wall, and all these bookshelves come up from the floor. So I'll actually just shut that door real quick there. Let's get some glass so I can put that back. Also changed the glass texture myself. Oops. Can I pick that up? Thank you. This is my own custom glass texture as well. But you can see all this stuff is showing right now. If we come in here and click the lever, you can see all this stuff goes away. You can see all this stuff gets hidden behind pistons and everything. I'll show the redstone stuff outside here now. So what I used for this, it is that hidden crashing bench system from Mumbo Jumbo. Once again, just hooked up to some repeaters here. I only have the repeaters here to delay the signal. They're not necessary, but they're just there to delay it so it goes after some of the other stuff. So it goes after the bookshelves on the floor. So that's awesome. And this right here is the anvil thing that pulls up the glowstone and pulls it back, which I built over there and showed you guys before. So pretty simple designing right there. That's pretty much all I've built on here so far. This is a really fun system. I had fun working on that. So yeah, this is pretty much it for what I've done on this map. Honestly, not much. Actually, there is one more thing I do want to show you guys, which I saved for last year apparently. Is a mansion I was working on for a while. Never. Shut up, cats. Ooh, this is a texture I haven't seen yet. I changed the eye color of the black cat. I really like that. Oh, I like that color. I like that texture right there. I like that change. It's good. And yes, I don't know why I cleared this out myself for some weird reason. I just cleared out a huge chunk of this. I don't know why. Failed TNT cannon. All the stuff over here, I was testing a TNT mod, so that's why there's this just huge chunk of stuff missing. We were testing the nukes and stuff, and as you can see, it came deathly close to destroying some of this stuff right here. So this just barely missed. This barely missed some of the redstone wiring, and this. I'm amazed. This did not hit. It barely missed blowing off the redstone torches to this system, which is amazing. So I'm glad it didn't hit any of that stuff. But you can see we laid it off like right over there, and it came right over here, and it blew up blocks over there. That's amazing. Which is insane, to be honest. And this right here is a hidden. This is something I also missed before we were looking at the redstone stuff. This is a hidden underground base, so you can see it all just opens up, and you can go down underground and get your stuff. Okay, I guess the wiring isn't set up for down here, but it just comes back around here into this system over a T flip flop and over into some pistons. So pretty basic system, really cool though. So that's finished that. So yep, that's pretty much all there is for redstone stuff and other things I wanted to show you there. Last thing I'm going to show you is this build right here. I was looking at my lapis texture here, as you can see, pretty basic. Kind of looks like quartz in a way, but blue. I don't know. That's my texture for quartz though. I like it. So yeah, this is my mansion right here, just attempting to build in Corrales style, but I don't think it turned out all that great. At least maybe you guys could leave some feedback down in the comments below what you think of this, because I've kind of lost inspiration for working on it, because I don't know, I don't think it looks that great. Don't really want to continue it. We're gonna come on in here. As you can see, nothing too special about it just yet. I don't only have this first floor, which just comes back around here and over into the garage. This is my very first. I mentioned before in the series I've tried to make cars, and this is the first one I ever tried to make, and it turned out to be crap. So yeah, it's just crap. It is just crap. This right here would just lead out to the back door area, back patio I'm going to be working on if I ever get back to building this house. Door textures also changed. Handles and hinges are black instead of gray. Don't know why I changed that, but I did. So that's it for the bottom floor here. I use a lot of quartz and chiseled quartz here for some reason. I don't know. I really like building with quartz. I don't know why. Just how I am. This is the first bedroom area right here, or office kind of area. So you have a nice view over top of that. Well, semi-nice view. The half slab is blocking it. And then this comes down over a nice balcony view over the main living area. And this comes out here to a small balcony, which looks really nice. And this will go up to the next floor here, which I never made. I got this far into it, and then another little bedroom right here. That's as far as I got into it. There's the minecart we tried to use before. This is as far as I got into it. I want to continue this back really far, but like I said, I've lost inspiration for working on it. Don't really know what else to do with it. if you guys could leave some feedback in the comments below, like I asked, well, I know I asked this just a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago, however long that was. If you could leave some feedback on this, I would really appreciate that, because it's just, I think it looks okay, but I think it could be a lot better, to be honest. But I don't know. It's alright, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have built on this map. The next map we're going to be touring is the very first survival world I ever made, and also the very first map I ever made on the computer version of Minecraft. That's going to be the next episode of this series. Hope you enjoy that. If you guys have suggestions for names on this series, let me know, because I honestly have no idea. But I don't know. I have to figure out something before I upload it to YouTube, because I need a title for the video. So I'll figure that out eventually. But that's that pretty much for this entire world. Do hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm gonna try and have an LP out on Monday, so look forward to that. I might start a new map, might start on the old map I talked about being in the video. Don't know. We'll see. That's definitely gonna wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. As always, keep it crazy, guys.